Okay, so the last thing on our agenda for our virtual conference is the roundtable discussion. So I'd like to hear from people that are on today. So anything that you want our society to work on, or is there something that you're working on that's good? So now is your time to speak up. So we can.
Vida, you were kind of cut off at the first part of when you were talking.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and just have discussion on, it's a roundtable discussion for our members that are on. We'll go ahead and start with Norman. What do you have, Norman? All right, moving right along. Anybody have anything to share or any direction you want our Southwest region to go in? Any other issues that you want brought up for the society? Cynthia.
Yeah, I just wanted to really commend Melissa and Danielle and all the people that worked with programs with internships or fellowships. I want to say that I think this is going on like the 5th year that we have had Mexican wolf youth conservation interns through BIA, and it's been an extremely rewarding program, not only for the youth that have been involved here, but also for us that have access, us old timers that have access to the youth and to see their enthusiasm. And we've had people that were in social work, we have had people that were in nursing, and different backgrounds for education actually come into the internship program and say that they're going to change and go into natural resources because of their experience with our intern program. So it's been great. I encourage anybody that has the opportunity to apply for funding through BIA, Fish and Wildlife Service, Conservation, American Conservation, AmeriCorps, however you can get it. We have also had several of my techs that were working for my program become interns at the National Fish Hatcheries and work here on the reservation at the 2 hatcheries. So it's a great program. I know that our fisheries program have had several interns. So it's a continuing program for them. And I believe that our wildlife program had started with 1 or 2 interns as well. So anybody, I would, really encourage any tribe that has the opportunity to either put in for funding or has access to funding or can start intern programs to do so, because it's extremely rewarding. And it's a boon not only for our programs and the game and fish departments, but it's a boon for whichever tribes, because these young people are going to come back. They get interested, they learn something about their own land and the resources, and then they get educated and they can help bring it back later on after they have some life experience. And it's just a great and really encouraging program for the future. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Cynthia. Marlene Begay wrote in the chat that we need to have a discussion at the national conference. Let's talk about what's happening in our areas. That might be something we're going to have to allow for on the agenda, Julie. A discussion from the different areas. We need to hear from our members. So is there anybody else? I know you guys all have something to say. I'd like to hear from some of our young people as well. Celso?
Sure. Da, 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 da.
Alvita, if you don't mind, I like to say something.
Okay, go ahead, Ashley.
I think I don't know what your prompt question was. I didn't know the same Zoom meeting. This is gonna be the same Zoom meeting, so I hopped back on. Anyways, but one thing I think a goal that I have, as education coordinator with NAFWS is to include more. All of your talks were completely wonderful and getting update on what's happening and the projects that you're doing. But also, I think if we're going to really engage, our Native youth, we're also going to have to include some type of youth development session or youth development, maybe a workshop for one day, just because I think, along with understanding what's happening on Indian country, another thing is to how to navigate Indian country and how to navigate, the professional world in terms of becoming a, professional within the natural resources. I think that would be something really cool and a big goal that I have in terms of our regional conferences and for, our national conferences. And I think we are taking a step in doing that by having the poster sessions at the national conference. And I guess, I don't know if you all have any ideas in terms of what kind of professional development workshops we can have at the conference. Or another thing that I hope to do is to include professional workshops, throughout the year and invite any of you all if you want to talk about, interview tips or talk about, I don't know, networking or leadership skills. And I think having our youth hearing that from you all who are working in tribal organizations, working in tribal agencies, and within natural resources on Indian country, I think that's going to speak volumes to, just that we support them and we're here to give them advice, aside from you all talking about the wonderful projects that you're doing. And, I think, in other words, I'm asking for your help. to help me accomplish this goal for our students and for our Native youth that are up and coming. But that's kind of what I wanted to say.
All right, thanks, Ashley. Anybody else?
Yeah, this is also, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, when we're working on the Native American policy, one of the things that came up, I had talked to Wesley. He's Wesley Foster. That one thing that we need to do for the region, all the regions, is to see which, at least which tribes have a species list, a plant, an animal, and bird species list, and that's and to create help to create the tribes to get one, put it together. Some tribes have it. We have it. We have a extensive list. But that's very important when you start to do management, is to know what you got present and absence on your reservation. And then, and he said that I'm gonna talk to him more about it. But I think that's something that all tribes should have. That way then they'll know. So that's just an idea. I don't know if it's gonna happen. It may be a big task, but I still haven't talked to Wesley yet. And so I'll see where he's at. Because I wonder if the Fish and Wildlife Service will be able to help the tribes with it, because what they can do is use the state species list and then the refuge species list, and they can come up with a good idea of what the tribes should have, something like that. So that's something I hope I can work with Wesley on.
All right, thanks, Elso. Anybody else?
I would like to say some stuff too.
Go ahead,
So-
Mathis.
All right, Denjo, Mathis Quintana Shiji. Hello, everybody. My name is Mathis Quintana. I'm Hickory Apache, and I'm from Dulce, New Mexico. I'm currently the NAFWS Clio intern, and I just wanted to thank everybody who organized this. It was really informative for me, and it was a really good experience for the online platform, which I really haven't experienced before. And I kind of wanted to say to Celso, there are youth that believe in the same things that you're talking about. It's just about reaching them, and just keep trying to reach out, because there are youth that believe in the same thing and want to make an impact. And that's all I had to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Mathis.
All right, anybody else? I don't want to leave anybody else out. If you have anything to say, you have any comments on our conference, how it went, or anything else you would like to see us discuss in the future, or any workshops you'd like to see, any training we need in the Southwest. We're having the horse workshop, but anything else that you guys see that we need.
I have something to say.
Go ahead, Sam.
Yes. I would say it was a really good conference. I did learn a lot from it. I especially did like the one where it was into forensics. That was really interesting. And I was just surprised, surprised to see that a recent graduate of high school came to this conference, and basically his goals were almost the exact same as mine, where he, funny enough, he's going to Fort Lewis and he's going to major in biology, and he has basically the same goals as me, as wanting to go back to the community and help it out in the future. I believe that was really cool, and I really enjoyed seeing that in this conference.
All right, thanks, Sam. Vicky noted in the chat that it would be good to have GIS workshops in the future. Thanks, Vicky. Anybody else?
Hey, Alvita, this is Lawrence.
Hey, Lawrence.
I just wanted to say, all this, according to Leslie, all this conference is going to be recorded and they're going to be available for the next couple of weeks. So I just wanted to mention that she might chat in and say how long they'll be available. So I just wanted to add that. Thanks.
Okay, thanks, Lawrence. Leslie, you still on? You want to tell us how you're going to do that?
Yes, I am indeed going to be working on that. I'm actually going on vacation starting Saturday, so I won't be doing it while I'm on vacation, but I'll be back about a week later and I will work on it. I have downloaded all of the ones from before today already, and my plan is to do just a little bit of editing so that each individual session has its own recording, and each presentation, I should say, has its own recording. And I believe, and you can correct me, any of you, Elvita or anyone else, I believe the plan is to upload them to the NAFWS YouTube channel. And I believe that they will be available to all for free, but I will also put links to those recordings once they're uploaded into the Whova agenda. So just the same way that many of you connected to this session, where you went into the agenda, went into the details for this particular session, and then found the link to join, basically in exactly that same spot, the recording will show up. So if nothing else, you'll be able to come back to this agenda to find those. And so probably, let's say 2 weeks, or maybe a teeny bit more than 2 weeks from now, those should all be posted.
All right, thanks, Leslie. And again, thanks for all your help in helping us navigate this virtual conference. So thank you.
My pleasure.
Anybody else?
Alvita, this is Corey.
Hey, Corey, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. This is Corey Lucero, if anybody doesn't know me. Just a few information going out. We have the end of every month, we have webinars that happen. As Julie mentioned earlier, I'm also in charge of the CWD project that we're doing with funding from BIA. And I've set it up to where we are taking the first 50 tribes, 10 samples will come from each of these tribes. We will be doing the sampling kits. We'll pay for the laboratory cost. And I've been having CWD discussion groups. The Southwest was actually last Thursday. This morning was the Southeast. And next Thursday will be the Northeast region. And I don't know if everybody's just CWD out, but we are experiencing upticks in positive cases. So if you need any more information, we have information on our website, or throw me some questions or anything that you might need. My email is on our website, as well as my phone number. That's it.
All right, thanks, Corey. Anybody else?
Hey, this is Darren.
Go ahead.
I think another good training opportunity would be looking at using drones for wildlife surveys and just overall habitat management. That's something that's really taken off. And I know some tribes have used it in the past, but maybe some proper techniques and what we need to know as far as operating drones within our tribal lands would be good, especially if they're going to be purchased with federal funds. Just have a good idea what we follow.
Yeah, that would probably be great if we could do it when we have a live conference, because you know, drone training is great if you can do it hands-on and people can actually see it. So we'll put that down on our agenda for next year, Norman. Hey, anybody else?
Alvita, can I follow up?
Alvita,
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Robert.
So real quick, just want to mention that is part of the agenda for the national is to provide some familiarization with drones. That in itself is just going to be a basic course just for discussion, not any actual physical use of the drones. But with that said, there's been many requests on a national level for drone training, so we are looking to incorporate that for our officers at this point, but we can just transition into non-LE personnel as well, and just probably bring a group together to do a drone specific training. So I'll try to coordinate some of that. Julie and I can talk about that a little bit and see where we can get.
All right, thanks, Robert. Ashley?
And the second thing, I think an idea for maybe like workshops, or I don't know if it'd be a training, but is to have maybe, I know that reaching out to Native youth is difficult, it seems, and I'm just saying this in terms of experience of like the number of applicants we had, you know, for our internship and also for our scholarships. And I think one thing that would be beneficial, you know, for all of us is to get some kind of workshop in how to reach out to our Native youth through social media, because I think right now our emails, I don't think are would suffice. And I think we can definitely get a lot more engagement and outreach with our Native youth in terms of all the amazing opportunities that are out there for them. And I think one way to do that is through social media and trying to, you know, figure out how to navigate that and the whole idea of marketing and everything. So I think maybe some kind of workshop with that. And I think, I mean, I don't know if anyone else is having trouble with reaching out to Native youth or getting their opportunities out there and how their application pool exactly looks like in recruitment. But I think that could be another good idea to have within, you know, the regional meetings and also, you know, the national conference as well. I think that would be a good workshop to have.
All right, thanks, Ashley. Anybody else?
This is Leslie again. I just wanted to respond to, I think Vicky posted a comment about PowerPoint slides. We did ask all of the presenters to upload documents if they wanted to. I'm not sure they all realized that that was an option on the Whova site, but any presenters that provide them to me, I can easily upload them and sort of attach them to their session in the Whova schedule. So if you'd like, I can just reach out to all the presenters and just say, hey, if you want to share your slides as a PDF, we can post them on the site. And then the second part, she had a question about whether the recordings will be closed captioned, and unfortunately they will not. We did not use closed captioning during the conference because it wasn't requested. And also, I don't think it actually includes closed captioning in the recordings, even when you do have it turned on. You can sometimes get the transcript of the closed captioning, but that's something you have to turn on ahead of time. So just wanted to answer those questions.
All right, thank you, Leslie. Anybody else?
Alvita, this is Julie. I just wanted to follow up on a couple things that we are working on around training. We're working with NCTC to do an MOU. Of course, I think DJ mentioned that they already offer those courses, but we're to tribes, but we're trying to work on an MOU with them that would be able to bring those trainings maybe out. And a lot of the stuff that you guys are bringing up are courses that we talked about that they would have. We're also working with USGS. I always get this wrong, but I think it's Ecosystems Mission area on training, types of trainings that tribes have requested. So we do, that is a priority, I would say, for the society, because we have listened to our membership say that they really want more trainings and being able to do certificates. And then lastly, just kind of around the Native youth and talk about that, engaging people. We really do need to do a better job of bringing more early career professionals and early professionals and our younger Native students. We need to do a better job of bringing them into the Native American Fish and Wildlife Society. They'll really be critical for just sustaining the organization and helping us grow and helping us learn too. So hopefully by having our internship this year and continuing our summer youth practicum and all the great work that you all are doing locally, and having Ashley on will help us to fill that gap and do a better job. We do not have student sections on university campuses. Vicki, a slight question. We did talk about that, but kind of the feelings that we got from the work group that we were talking about is that our Native students are already kind of taxed with requests to be on ACES, our Native Peoples Working Group, or all these other different organizations. And so we didn't want to put something else on them. We wanted to be serve more of a supportive role than ask them to, have to do like charters and meetings and all of that. We wanted to be more of a resource to them. So that's why we didn't do that. Thank you though for the question.
Okay, go ahead, whoever's on the phone.
Alvita.
Go ahead, Norman.
Okay. Before you go off, I'd like to give a shout out, I guess, to a bunch of people. As the organization committee for this conference, I'd like to recognize, the people that were on the committee, because we, when we decided to put this together, we didn't have much time to put an agenda, and all I heard was from Alvita is, Norman, put an agenda together. So we started working at it. And I'd like to, at this time, recognize the people that helped out. It's not just one person, it's a bunch of people. And this one took a bunch of people. And I'd like to recognize John Neistat, who helped out quite a bit. He's always one of our contacts that we go to. Lawrence Abeda, which is always there when I need him. Corey Lucero came through at the end with our wildlife session. She got a hold of a bunch of people, and we were able to put a wildlife session together. Priscilla Avila was always there again one of my go-to people to help out putting these conferences together. And another go-to person, Chris Ketchion, who helped out getting speakers. And also the board of directors, UL-VIDEO and Darren for supporting us as we're putting the agenda together. I know a couple of times we didn't have much of an agenda, and you just said, keep going at it, and we did, and we were able to fill it out at the last minute. Also, Julia, I'd like to thank you and your staff for helping us out. Was instrumental in a couple of hangups that we had that we were able to clarify. And last, at least, I'd like to thank Leslie for putting this together for us and helping us out. When we first started with this virtual conference, we really didn't know what we were doing, and Leslie was very patient with us. I know I had a lot of questions, and she patiently answered all my questions. And after the first day, I was impressed of how the whole thing went, and now we're on the last day, and I'm, again, totally impressed how the whole thing went. So as a result, again, everybody, thank you for all your help. We appreciate it, and without you, we wouldn't be able to put this conference together. Thank you.
And of course, we have to thank Norman for selling all the T-shirts that he sold.
There'll be a sale, fire sale after this conference.
Me and Norman had to laugh around about all the things that we were missing. He was missing the T-shirt sales. He was missing bossing us around. He was missing walking around fast, you know, missing seeing everybody at the bar, missing seeing everybody, you know, it's, you know, it turned out good, but, you know, again, you can't make that stuff up, what you see in the live conference and all the people you meet and all the stories you get to tell and hear. So again, we always have to thank Norman. Of course, I just kept giving him heck. I said, where's our agenda? He just kept saying, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So we were still working on it last minute last week, or Norman was. So, you know, again, thank you all of you guys that were on our planning committee. And again, we didn't know what kind of outcome we were going to get or how many people we were going to have attend. And, you know, I think the presentations were just excellent. You know, I'm a little disappointed. I was telling Leslie earlier that we didn't have more people attending the Clio training. That was awesome. You know, I've got in on mostly all of those sessions just to see what it's all about, and all of the trainers are so professional. So, you know, again, and Robert was part of that planning group as well. So anyway, again, you know, I appreciate everybody that put their 2 cents in, Darren, Norman, all our crew. And again, we know who our go-to people are with our Southwest region, and we appreciate all of you people that are on today, that stayed on till the end. You know, I'm proud. I always say our Southwest region is a strong region, you know. And right now we're really working at our group. Our RAWA group is having some issues. The Recovering America's Wildlife Act is running into some issues because, you know, it kind of fell off the table there because of that big infrastructure package that was just passed by the Senate. So, you know, but again, you know, we just keep at it. Our other groups that are always working on these issues behind the scenes, and it's like, you know, keep telling Julie, you know, what's our plan? What are our plans? A, B, C, and D. You know, we're just going to keep at some of these big issues that we've been working at. And, you know, I appreciate all the people that, you know, like are working on a Native American policy and the implementation and, you know, all the hard work that's done for everything that we do. So, again, I'm appreciative, and I'm really glad to see all of our college students, our scholarship recipients, our interns. You know, a majority of them are all from the Southwest region, you know, we got a strong group of young people, and we just need to bring more into the mix, you know. So anyway, is there anything else for any closing words from anybody? Darren, because I think we're about ready to close out here.
Alvita, this is Lawrence.
Hey, go ahead.
I just wanted to thank personally Norman because he held the glue, or he held all this together. So I just wanted to say thank you for being a great chief. And that's about it. Thank you.
We'll send him a plaque. I know that's you, Norman.
Okay, one more thing, Alvita.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, again, you said something about having the youth involved, and again, it definitely is good to see the youth getting involved. You are going to be an important part of this organization because we are going to turn this over to you pretty soon, this organization. I hate to say this, but I think I'm the last original member of the society that's still involved. Everybody else has retired and staying home, sitting in their rocking chair, drinking their coffee, reading the paper. But I'm still involved because I believe in this organization, and the other guys still do. But again, you know, they served their time, and I'm pretty sure my time will be coming up pretty soon. I'd like to retire one of these days. But seeing all these young people getting involved is a good feeling to see all of you being interested in this organization, being interested in the resources. And Celso, I like your idea about doing something for Mother Earth. And I think if we sit down, everybody sits down and thinks about it, I think we can come up with a good initiative to push that through. But again, you know, it's good. I mean, it would be good to see everybody's face, but again, I think down the line we'll see everybody's face, and we'll be able to talk to each other face to face next year and the years to come. Hopefully, COVID will be in the background, and we'll be able to move forward. So again, you young upcoming biologists, hang in there. It's tough. It's not easy. We all had a hard time. And again, there's a lot of people that made changes and made life changes. And Ashley, I want to give you one suggestion. If you want someone to talk to your kids about making a life change, talk to Lawrence Abeda. When you talk to him, I'll let him explain to you what he did. He's come a long ways from what he did with his life, and I don't think anybody would believe what he was doing before he became a biologist. So, with that, I'll turn it back over to Alvita.
Same with Norman. You guys don't know what he was doing before he became a biologist too. You know, he played in this band, and it's called the Poor Boys. So, you know, I said, luckily, it's too bad we didn't have video way back then. But
wasn't that far back.
it was anyway. When he retires, he's gonna get the band back together. So, anything else, Darren? You have any closing words? If not, we're gonna. Or did he go somewhere?
No, I'm still here.
Okay.
Alvita,
Cynthia?
is this going to be Storm and Norman and the Poor Boys again?
Yeah. Okay, Darren.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank everybody that was on the planning committee again. It was something short and fast that we put together. And I know with the last minute notice, I'm not too sure tribes had the ability to register or if, you know, how their operations are going right now, but we tried. It was something new. It was a learning experience, and I think if we have to do it again at another point in time, we'll have a better idea and a better handle of how to put on another virtual meeting or a conference. But it was good. I'm glad we got in some participants, and we'll just move forward, and we hope and pray for the best that we'll get back to normalcy, whatever that may look like moving on. But wish everybody to mask up, still wash your hands. We're not out of this yet. And just continue to be safe and continue to do the work that you are doing on your tribal lands.
All right, with that, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and end our conference, our virtual conference. And again, like Darren says, continue to be safe out there. Pray you guys will all stay safe in your communities. I pray that all these dang fires will go out soon. I was seeing yesterday where the big fire on the Northern Cheyenne Reservation was coming in on them, and they were all evacuating up there. One of our community is Greenville over in California. Some of our tribal people had family members over there that lost homes. So just pray for the people and the animals. With that, I think we're going to go ahead and close unless Norman has one last thing.
One more thing, everyone. Laugh when you can, apologize when you have to, and let go of what you can't change. That's it.
Oh, shoot, that's a sign of old age when you start giving that kind of advice. Holy.
That's for you, Elvira.
Oh, man.
Amen to Pastor Norman.
All right, Norman. You moved
All
up a
right.
lot.
Just one more thing.
What? Go ahead.
So for all the members that are on the meeting right now, we're going to be sending out the updated pool for when Norman's going to retire. We'll get that out to everybody, and you guys can place your bets. Remember, it's winner take all.
I want to beat him to retirement. I think I'm older than he is.
All
Got
right.
more years in.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and end with Darren. Darren's gonna sing us the song and take us out.
Okay.
Hey, Darren.
What was that? I didn't hear you.
I said you're gonna sing us a song and take us out since we're missing our karaoke.
Oh, geez, nah. I can't do that right now.
Okay. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and sign off. You guys all have a good day and take care.
Stay safe, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Be
Bye.
safe.